Hey everybody, and welcome to Binder Miner. It's been a while. Um, yeah, I don't know when the last time I opened up anything Magic other than a couple singles. I haven't ordered anything. So the Marvel set was kind of one of those sets that we weren't too excited about, but I did want to kind of check it out. So I did order a Play Booster box, and I also have the gift bundle on order, but that's not out for a little while too still. But I'm gonna dive into this. We're just gonna check it out, see what it's all about. I watched some of the spoilers, but not all of them. So this will be probably about as blind as I go into a set. Um, I don't know. It's funny because I don't really mind the Marvel stuff, but I just don't really. I haven't been excited about it, and I think it more has to do with. It's less about it not being a cool looking set, and more about just there's only so much bandwidth financially and just time that you can, with all the sets that are coming out and stuff, so you kind of have to pick and choose sometimes which ones you're going to be excited about. And, Spider Man, Avatar, and this set have all been sets that I've pulled back on at least. Hardly opened up any. In fact, I think this will be more opening this than I opened up either one of those sets. So, yeah, let's dive into it. This does have a bonus sheet. I don't think that you get them very often on the play boosters. Play boosters as a whole is not. Um, it's not really where you're going to get a lot of the value so much as you're going to get to check out a lot more of the cards, the base cards and stuff. I'm also going to just go ahead and open up the TCG player and just peek. I don't even know what the biggest hits are, other than obviously the Mind Stone, not Mind Stone. So that would be the one. Obviously, you want to keep an eye out for. But what else? What else should we be looking for? That is the question. So scrolling past all the borderless stuff, which are pretty cool. Let's see. Mind Stone is obviously up there right now. It's like $55. Uh, Hammer Thor. Uh, I could never say it. Bjorn. I'll mess it up. But that'll be the next biggest hit. And Ultron. Yeah. Jennifer Walters, the Ten Rings. There's a few cards. Iron Man's armor. It's funny. I built my Iron Man deck. I have not played it. I spent like what a year and a half getting cards in more, and I've yet to play it. And because this set's come out now, there's just tons of stuff in there that I probably should be looking to put in the Iron Man deck. I don't know. We'll see. I hope everybody's been doing good. I did get the Garfield Secret Lair. We have a whole big old stack of that. I just haven't opened it up yet. And then um, we're still waiting on the Strixhaven launch as well. The Garfield one, though, my wife and I both ordered a full set. So she got a set of the non foils. I got a set of the foils. So there's quite a few. It was a giant stack of Secret Lairs. So anyhow, let's just see what we do here. See what it's all about. I am very curious. So out of the 30 packs, I'm curious to see how many of the scene cards. I think that's what they're calling them on these. Um, See how many of those we end up getting. So I'm gonna kind of pet Avengers. I am Iron Man. It is so I'm recording this. It's not even July, but my neighbors are definitely firing off fireworks. So if you hear noises in the background, it's not gunshots or anything like that. It's just fireworks. Alright, so land. There's a lot of land in this pack. Token. And commons and uncommons. So let's do that. That way it'll be a little bit easier to sort it later. Getting all the play boosters. It's only other than them being a little bit less exciting to open up, because I scanned every card that we get in. It's just a lot. It can be a little overwhelming. I really lost where I put everything. Hex Magic. More than one rare. So we got Thunderbolt Conspiracy. and Electra, Daughter of the Hand. That's pretty cool. It's got Sneak. And common for our foil. Did we get a foil in the last one? I didn't even see it. Land, token, insect. That's a weird one. What the? That's a cool looking token. Agents of Hydra. There's a borderless one. It's a common, but still. I already messed up, huh? Let's put lands in here. Taskmaster. And Lightning Strike in foil. Red Wing. Honestly, as I'm thinking about it, I think I still have more videos to edit from the past. So by the time you see this, you might see some old unboxings, opening up, popping up on the feed as well. We'll see. I've just been a little busy, distracted with life, you know. Sometimes you just need to open some packs to distract yourself from other things. There's another uncommon, Avengers Tower. That's pretty cool looking. So didn't they use this? They had a Secret Lair that had that as well, right? That is a land. Cosmic Cube. It's a mythic, but let's check it out. Ward 2. Common, another land, villain token, treasure token. You never go wrong with treasure token. Another villain token. I'm not sure if there's any uncommons that are going to be big hits. Like I said, without having taken a good look at everything. Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, there's a foil. That's a cool soldier token, like a modern warfare-ish soldier token. I mean, given that it's a 1/1 soldier token, white one is pretty normal. You could use that in a lot of decks. Another treasure token back there. Alright, another common, but borderless. I'll have to get some cool borderless ones that are from the rares. Mighty Thor. Okay, there's the Jane Foster one. Storm, Wind Rider, that's cool. Super Villain, Forest. Robot Villain. Interesting. Another uncommon borderless, but it's pretty cool looking. Mythic. 4 art on the land for a mountain. So we do not have a token on this one. Invasion, Wonder Man, Asgardian Citadel, and then the fill out token. So we did have a token, it just had a regular magic back. Or it's a proxy card, basically. Another borderless common. Captain America. Falcon. That's a cool looking island. I mean, it's definitely like Santa Monica Pier ish, but I've actually got a picture sitting almost like right here. It's like down by Muscle Beach, if that's Santa Monica Pier. Right there in Venice. Sitting right above my desk. Mythic. Flip card. This is Black Panther, right? Yep. That's cool. Common. Land. I know that this is a good card. This is in the like top 5 or so. At least as of right now, it's in the $9 range. There's land. Common for the foil. Wall token. Vision Quest. Common. We got 2 foils, but it's because it's a land. Hero token. With Vigilance. Hey, look. Something that's not a borderless. I mean, one of the scene cards, or I don't know if that's what they call them in Marvel. Actually, no. This is one of the ones that it's the what do they call them? The logo cards or something like that. It's a borderless card, basically. Hawkeye. And then Origin of the Avengers also is a foil. Not too bad of a pack. I don't know if either one of those are good. I'm not seeing Hawkeye on the first like 2 pages of the cards. Iron Lad. And we got a cool looking foil there. You see that? Alright. Absorbing Man, and then we got the foil Hulk Smash. It's cool looking at least. I know we've already got that in non-foil, and there's the plane tinfoil art with the 2 of them flying through the sky, like Hawkeye, or I can't remember what they call him now. What is that? Levithon. Okay. New Levithon art. I'm down with it. And a food token. Another Pet Avengers. There are a few cat cards I need to pick up from this set, so I'm not really keeping an eye out for those right now, but I will have to dig through these later for that. Fin Fang Foom. I don't know that I like that one. Foil planes. Alright, another borderless common. And looks like there's another borderless something back here. Bullseye, uncommon. Miss Marvel. And then Iron Lad again. Thing, so uncommon, but borderless. They're really giving us a lot of the borderless in those. We did get a Captain Marvel though in the foil, an Alien Invasion. I thought it was a cat. So Hellcat. Super Adaptoid. Get the Pounce. Alright, so this is a rare land. And these, I've seen these. These are a little bit more like the Virgilants, which I do like. And the art for the non-borderless ones looks pretty good. So they tap for colorless, or for actually for a waste, and then you can activate it for blue or black if you fit into this turn, or if you control basic land, which is pretty simple. And then there's a Modoc. Artifact. Common. There's the Forestful art. And I wouldn't be against getting a few more of those lands. Those are pretty cool. Okay, there's a cat. Speaking of, there's Train Compound. 10 rings. We know this is a good card. So what's this? Maximum hand size is 10. At the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 10 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. That's pretty good. It's a lot of mana though. And Foil Swamp, and we haven't actually seen Full Art Swamp until now. That's pretty cool too. That was a good pack. A really good pack. All things considered, at least. There's no Mind Stone, but Origin of the Avengers. We got the foil version of that already. And the Void. That's interesting. And Squirrel Token. Oh, that's right. There's the Squirrel Lady. New Squirrel Tokens, though. You can't complain about that either. All the Squirrel to actually get to change it up with a different art. Superhero Civil War. Another foil land, but a regular one this time. Basic. I should say a regular basic. It's not a full art. The full art are still basic lands. Serpent Society. I've seen this. This thing's gonna be nasty to play against. Ward. Get 5 poison counters. If this is your commander, or if you're playing this in standard, it's gonna be dirty. Black Widow Super Spy. The Mythic, that's good. It's not a bad pack. Reactor. So 5 mana, but it taps for 3. I mean, having improvise is nice, but I don't know. Merfolk, huh? They just got a little bit of everything. I like it. Mole Man. White Tiger. Not a cat. I get excited. I thought maybe it was going to be a borderless and rare. It was not. Abomination. Moon Girl. Cruel Alliance. 4 Swamp. We're done to 3 packs now. So we might have something back there. Mythic. Sword of Fire and Ice, which is a patriotic shield. Nice. And then behind it, we have a borderless rare. Ironheart Clever Champion. And then a foil. Common. Tiger God. So there's a cat god. For a token. That was a pretty good pack. We did get our scene card or whatever they're calling those. So at least so far 1 per box. Or 1 in a box. Castle Doom, it's a rare. Taps for a waste, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only cast an artifact spell. Okay. 3, tap it, sacrifice an artifact, create a 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token named Doombot, which we saw. It's not bad. Pretty good in an artifact deck. Blue token. And for our last pack, we'll pull a Mind Stone, right? Political Triumph. Claim the Kingdom. That was a Claw. The Ruinous Wrecking Crew. Avengers Under Siege. And Ant-Man's Army. Mountain, Red Wing, and a Sabu. There we go. I don't know. It feels like maybe this wasn't a good box, but it's really hard to tell with this. I don't know that much about it. I just know the top 5 or so cards. So I'm gonna get everything scanned. I'll be back. We'll see how we did. All right, I'm back. I got everything scanned in, organized, all ready to go into my storage, and I'll get all the stuff that was over $2 sleeved up. I decided not to sleeve up these because I think they're gonna drop down. So just a heads up for the pricing. So I'm recording this the night Saturday after the official launch, which means we're a week and 1 day past the pre-release. So prices have started to drop, but they're not all the way dropped down. So by the time you see this, especially with the rate I've been editing these videos, the prices will drop down some more. But yeah, so as always, big old stack of commons. Pretty good size stack of uncommons. I was happy. There's a good variety in these tokens. Like, not only are there a lot of things like merfolks and soldiers and treasures and clues and stuff like that. I didn't see copies. It's about the only thing I didn't see. But there's some tokens that you can use. A couple reprints of tokens that would be useful even if you weren't playing with this set. But anyhow, so for lands, of course, play boosters. We did get a whole big old stack of duels. You know, cheap basic dual lands. We did get a couple good ones here in the rares, and then there were a few full art lands. I'm not 100% sold on these things. I think if you're running I really do. That's about the one that I really like a lot. Maybe I could see me running this in my Iron Man deck if I didn't already have really good lands in it. But yeah, nothing too crazy there. We had a ton. I mean, prices are already dropped or never were up, but we do have a ton of rares that are under $1. They're still dropping, so like there's a lot of extra value right here. I saw a lot of these that were like 60, 70 cents, and they're probably not going to be stay there. I'm surprised that this isn't higher, but beyond that, these are the ones that were over $1, under $2. Not too many. The borderless one, Mole Man, Captain Marvel, because it's in foil. And then this is what we got for stuff over $2. So let me go through the prices real quick. So this Black Widow Super Spy, this is $2.32. Training Compound, this is $2.45. I really do think that these lands, by the way, are going to go up. These are good lands. And I mean, you've seen the prices of Verges. Once the set sells out and they're not available, they definitely go up. So I mean, these would be a good one to hold on to. These are also just good dual lands. Training Compounds $2.45. Hidden Layer is $3.34. The Modoc is $3.58. Cosmic Cube is $7.77. Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, is $8.27. The Ten Rings is $8.84. The King T'Challa, I'm going to say it wrong, but it's Black Widow, or Black Panther, sorry, is $8.97. And then the big hit that we pulled, the biggest hit, was our one bonus sheet. It's Patriotic Shield, which is Sword of Fire and Ice. It's a cool looking card, Captain America. And that is $21.56. I don't see that one really going down. I mean, it'll go down a little bit because of the flood of the market, but, it's a good card. So, total, anything over $1 was $71.82. That's rough. And it's going to go down more, right? Like, these aren't going to go up in price for a while, if at all. At least, only a few of them are going to go up, right? $71.82 for the stuff that was over that's over $1. That's the stuff that you can get rid of, right? That's pretty rough. I'd like to see that to be closer to the price of what we paid, which is closer to like $130, which is less than what some other people would pay. I think I paid $120 something, but anyhow, the total price of the box was, in fact, to find it real quick, with all the other value, it was $131. And like I said, I know because we're still so close to the official launch date that there's some extra fluff, a little extra value. There's probably $20 in just pennies that'll be dropping off of these things as the values start to finally level off. But even at that price, we barely made up for the cost of the box, which is unusual. Like I said, I'd like it to be a little bit better. Obviously, it's kind of like Spider-Man in that it's going to be hit or miss, right? Like if you get a big hit, you get a Mind Stone. It's the values might be there, but even then, Mind Stone's $54, right? I mean $54 on top of what I've got in $1 or more. One of these being replaced with the Mind Stone, I still barely get to the value. So it's definitely one of those you should be buying the single for it. And I mean, if you're running white, the Mind Stone is a good card, and they're only going to get printed in this set, right? They're not. I don't see how they're going to reprint these things. Maybe they have some sort of deal for a master set someday, but yeah, I mean, that's why the value is already there in those. That's why they're expensive. So if you need those, at least pick one up. But I don't know about buying a play booster box. Not really surprised. Like I bought this not because I thought I was going to get a ton of value. I wanted to get a whole bunch of the cards from this set. There's some cat cards we need, and frankly, there's going to be some cards in here that I'm going to run. I mean, It may not be best for my deck, but it's going to be really hard for me not to put the arc reactor in my Iron Man deck. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, we will have another video coming up soon. Like so we got the cat's lair, and I mean my wife has her cat collection and cat card collection. So it's not a big surprise that we picked that up. But we'll be opening it up, checking it out. This is Binder Minder. As always, thanks for watching. To put us in your binder, just like and subscribe. You can ring the bell to be notified. And you can catch us on our social media, which is linked down in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.